There we go. Hello, everybody. It's me, the Crusade guy, and welcome to our fifth lore episode. As some of you, the good, 1,000 of you who saw the meat grinder video, you probably, again, already know about the meat grinder. The AGM 114 Hellfire missile, the Trump Taj Mahal casino, and democracy, and I think I'm missing one of them. What did I else do? I don't know, but this is the new one. But then today's subject is not necessarily going to be a weapon, a form of government, or a building that used to be owned by some famous rich dude, or a tool for grinding me or your latest victims. Look at that, right? All I have to do is read the script. Good job, me. You spent a day or two writing this. But we're talking about a holy artifact. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I made a Raiders of the Lost Ark reference. Because, as you can see, I'm playing Sniper Elite, and, well, in this game, you kill Nazis, or, in that one movie, or whatever they do in that. The Ark of the Covenant. But I think now is the time to, take a bite out of my chicken grilled cheese burrito. And do a life update. So, because I guess I have some cool tales for you. Or, just tales. So, like a couple weeks ago, and by a couple weeks ago, almost a month, I went to a Limp Bizkit concert, and had a total blast. I can also now be a public menace on the streets and vote for mentally stable old men. Let's go, chat. We can do it now. And, I also have developed a small obsession with UCP, the Universal Camouflage Pattern. Because I guess I just want my next airsoft kit to be like John Ranger from Modern Warfare 2. But other than that, so I guess we can get into it. And by all means, enjoy this very superb stealthy gameplay as well. Actually, hold up. Let me put on some tunes. Ah, that's better. So yeah, let's go. Now, I'm still eating my burrito. The Ark of the Covenant is described as a wooden storage chest, right? Decorated in basically a lot of gold, right? Because God had, he has a really good taste in materials and good names. Like he was like, "Behold, Moses, shiny box." They literally called the lid to the Ark of the Covenant the Seat of Mercy, where apparently two cherubs. I don't want to say it wrong. I want to say cherub, those guys are angels, or a type of angel, which were placed for God to manifest and speak to Moses on the 40-year walk in the middle of the desert to the Promised Land, because let's just say they did some silly things when Moses went to Mount Sinai to retrieve the tablets of the Ten Commandments. Which, speaking of which, the Ark of the Covenant was designed to hold the Ten Commandments that Moses received atop of Mount Sinai. It also supposedly has Aaron's rod and some mana. And no, not like mana for magic spells and stuff. It's like a food that God gave to the Israelites while in the desert. And it's supposed to be like a honey-esque substance or something. I'm probably getting this completely wrong. But, so I guess we can move on now. Behold, we got the gosh darn schematics for the box. No, actually, we have schematics to build the Ark of the Covenant. In the book of Exodus, the Ark is 2.5 cubits in length and 1.5 cubits height and breadth. I'd say you guys probably speak freedom units, feet, inches, tons, pounds, football fields per moon landing. That translates to a 52 by 31 by 31 in inches. So, something like that. And then you gild it in, well, gold, as mentioned like a couple minutes ago. 4 rings of gold are added to the corners, like the bottom corners of each. 2 on each side, and staves are added, so you can put like a long stick or pole so it can be carried. Pretty neat. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you happen to have a crap ton of gold, you can make one. Because why not? We have the instructions to make it. We also have the instructions to make the Temple of Solomon or something like that. So why not? But y'all can do that later. You gotta finish watching this because I'm getting to the good part. Not only does this box hold a very important piece of world history, it was also used in the funniest way that I could put it as a military weapon. Now, before I get stoned or something, let me explain. So we're gonna fast forward like 40-ish years. Moses dies. He doesn't get to see the promised land. Big sad. Joshua kind of just takes charge. And God's like, yo, those Babylonian fellas, you gotta go beat them up because they're occupying my land that I gave you, right? So, during the Battle of Jericho, which you guys should know, a very important battle. I don't know why I'm saying that like Donald Trump. It's like, Battle of Jericho was very important. It's the most important battle ever. Joshua, literally leveled their walls. Moving on. The Israelite warriors circled the city of Jericho for 6 days. They were going for like a little stroll with spears and whatnot, whatever they used. And, once a day, the Ark would be carried around by a mobile vanguard, and that'd be accompanied with some Israelite priests. And on the 7th day, because, well, every good thing in the world happens on the 7th day, it's the Sabbath. Look at that, chat. The Israelite priests sounded horns made of ram horns. Like a good job, me. Like, you're an expert writer, This is why you always got like a C in English. I'm gonna eat my burrito now. After the horns went like the walls of the entire city of Jericho just skedaddled. They Wile E. Coyote. And by that I mean they became more unstable than the United States' southern border. And by that I mean the walls gone. I mean, like, last I checked, if your walls got breached because a box was taking a stroll for about a week, I'd just check the L at that point. That and because it was written. I guess we can move on now to its current whereabouts. Where is the Ark of the Covenant now? I actually had this discussion with my good friend John last night. He was like, oh, where do you think it is? And I'm like, well, insert answer here, because I'm going to talk about it. We'll talk about the history of its current whereabouts, I guess. Look at that, me completely avoiding one part of the script, just to be like, okay, I gotta read this part now. Good job, me. The Ark of the Covenant's current location, has kind of been disputed more than... look at me, I can't. This is what happens when I record this the second I get home from work. Its current location has been disputed more than which one of your friends is the imposter during a good old game of Among Us. Because everyone is claiming so-and-so has the box, or that they themselves have the Ark in their possession. But according to the Book of Mac and Cheat, wow. Yikes, sorry. 2nd Maccabees, chapter 2, verses 4 through 10. It says that Jeremiah had dug it into the ground just before the Babylonian invasion, so that God may retrieve it later, like when he needs to, his divine timing and all that awesome stuff. Thank you, God. Very cool. Also, I'm sorry if I'm whispering. This is going to be a pain for editor me. later on, but now that we kind of have written history, or like a part of it, I guess we can talk about who else has claimed to have it. The Ethiopians, who have for a long time have been I'd say a pretty solidly firm Christian nation, have claimed to possess the Ark in the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion in the city of Axum. That sounds like what I just read. It just sounds like something straight out of like Star Wars or something. That was kind of cool. It's supposedly kept on guard at all times. And a little fun fact for you. In every church in Ethiopia, they have replicas of the Ten Commandment tablets. So, I guess it's a bit of a hint as to up to them having the Ark in their possession. And there's another account of around the 2nd century, a rabbi claimed to saw the mercy seat in Rome, from what I wrote down. But I guess he just saw only the lid with a blood stain on it. The rabbi said that the blood was sprinkled on by a Jewish high priest during the Day of Atonement, also known as Yom Kippur, which is like basically, I shouldn't have to explain to it. They had a whole war was fought over it. It's the Jewish Day of Atonement, for their sins and repentance, which is kind of like my prayers, except I stutter more and drag it out because I feel like I should be saying more, to be completely honest with you. Look at that, me confessing my feelings, because I wrote it down in the script. I guess I think out loud when I write these things. But anywho, and I guess, there's a Jewish, an Israeli holiday called Yom Haliyah. I think I pronounced that yeah, right, or known as Aliyah Day. That's cool, I guess. Celebrated annually on the 10th of the Hebrew month of Nisan. That sounds cool. What would that be the equivalent to? Hold on, we gotta do a deep dive into a month. Season of Gregorian equivalent, March to April. Okay, so like within the March to April, man. Let's go. The holiday is meant to commemorate the Israelites crossing the Jordan River into the land of Israel while carrying the Ark of the Covenant. Excuse me. And look at that. Here it is. This a wonderful artifact has also, appeared in some, popular media. Again, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Hence the video title and the funny reference I totally made. But in that movie, the Ark is found in the Egyptian city of Tanis in 1936, which is kind of ironic because someone didn't, Steven Spielberg, but someone didn't read the book of Exodus, guys. But yeah, that's the lore of the Ark for you, ladies and gentlemen. So, I hope you all enjoyed this wonderful video. I haven't really decided what I want the next lore video that's going to come out going to be. I might do something. I don't know. I'm still eating my food, but man, I think that's all I have to say for y'all. So make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, and I'll see you fellas later. Bye bye.
I get bread, all these fucking bands. I was 7 years old, on God, I knew I was the man. Shit dropped out of school, I ain't never had no fucking plan. Got my boy, he 5'2", but he shoot like NBA pen. Oh, you need help, tough.